Hey fellow munchkins, my name is Leslie Williams and I apologize I'm laying down right now. I'm making this video, but I woke up this morning with a migraine on July 4th. And so right now I'm just taking it easy and trying to get it under control. And most people that suffer migraines know that it takes at least 1 to 2 days for it to even harness it into some measure of control to where they can start feeling normal again. And you know, I'm a target victim and activist concerning the crimes of what is known as gang stalking, which can also be called organized stalking. And I want you to listen to this and listen to it carefully. I was going to get out a book, but it's buried in my backpack and I don't feel like getting up. You can go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know. It's a manifesto of a manager of organized stalking, gang stalking crews. And the best thing to do if you're really interested in investigating these crimes is to go to that manifesto and copy and paste it into a Word program, and then print it out, save it, and then print it out, and then go back to it and section it out. Okay, so it's not all one running dialogue. That way, when you investigate organized stalking and gang stalking, you'll be able to search for specifics concerning how they operate in a more efficient manner, where you can basically section the paragraphs in reference to how they operate, what they do, what they're capable of. And when you look at this manifesto, you'll clearly be able to see that they had the technology to bring on headaches. Understand, please. If you went to this manifesto, and if you can't find it by the link after you type it in at Google, you can find it copied and pasted in its entirety in some of my blogs. Now, think about it this way. This is the manifesto of a manager of gang stalking. And even though it's not 100% describing in reference to, the manifesto does not describe every single thing that they're into, what they're capable of, what they're actually involved in, but it does give you a good templated reference in reference to how they operate and who can be connected. Yes. Now, as a result of me being an open, overt, and sometimes direct target of this crime every single day since 2001, along all of my paths, along all of my routes, in 6 different apartments. Well, no, I'd say, yeah, it's been about 6 different apartments, motel rooms, hiking areas, along all of my routes, as a result of these experiences. Okay? I can tell you and look you right in the eye and tell you that this manifesto is a factual reality and that it does pertain to gang stalking. And even in the manifesto, the individual literally states that what they are involved in is what is known as gang stalking. So, in this manifesto, it clearly and directly states that they have the ability to bring on what is known as artificial headaches. Okay? Yes. It's done through technological means. Okay. Now, the average American citizen or the average person might think to themselves, well, how in the heck can they use electronic means to bring on a headache? It's very simple. It's just basically done to where they are manipulating the physiological signals. And to be totally honest with you, I haven't done investigative research yet in reference to how they can do it. But I can look you straight in the face and tell you that I know enough about how they can manipulate you neurally, physiologically, using your central nervous system as a conduit. You would not believe what I know. In fact, to give you a good example about a good preliminary introduction in reference to how they can manipulate your body and manipulate you physiologically and physically, is to go to YouTube and type in Timothy W. bioethics issues. He talks about neurocognitive weapons and brain entrainment. But listen to this. When you're looking at that video, look at all the YouTube videos that are on the sidebar. Okay, once you bring that video up, you'll see a good number of people who are targeted individuals standing before the Bioethics Commission. Listen to what they have to say about what's happening to them and how it's happening to them. Yes. And once you start doing a thorough investigative research into the technological resources of organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking, and then cross-reference the research to the manifesto, to the testimonies of targets, to the testimony of individuals who have researched these crimes at way past the PhD level, you'll clearly be able to see that bringing on a artificial headache for a target to experience physically is a factual reality, undeniably. So, I was thinking about spending today, since it was July 4th, I was thinking about spending the day for myself, maybe even going down towards where the off of Harbor Island Drive, I think it's called, where the Midway ship is in San Diego, to enjoy the fireworks and just to enjoy my day. And then last night I started coming down with this headache and woke up to a wide-blown headache. You know, I know enough about organized stalking expeditions and gang stalking expeditions to know that to know that everything that is stated in that manifesto is a factual reality. Because I can condense everything that I know in one 19-minute or 29-minute video, because it's entirely impossible for you to condense 11 full years of non-stop abuse in a 29-minute video. It's totally impossible, because there's too many variables involved. But, you know, if you can start, I got a book in my backpack right now, and you can go to Amazon and type this. You can go to Google and type it in, and then you'll more than likely Amazon will bring you up their webpage in order for you to purchase this book. It's called Electronic Torture, Electronic Rape, Technology, and Gang Stalking at the Post Office. Okay? And then I got another book in my backpack that's titled The Invisible Crime by Michael Fitzhugh-Bell. You can go to the bottom of Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance and look on the very, 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 very bottom of their homepage, and you'll run across 3 PDF links. And if memory serves me correctly, artificial headaches might even be mentioned in one of those 3 PDF links. So, this is just a sidebar, you know, a sub-issue in reference to what these organized stalking and gang stalking perpetrators can possibly do to a targeted individual. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I'm a good woman, okay? Through the grace of God, I am a good woman, because I try to do what I do. And, you know, the reason why I do what I do in reference to whistleblowing on the internet is to help fellow targeted individuals who might not have a conscious realization about what's happening to them and how it's happening to them, so they can deconstruct and demystify. You might think to yourself, what does demystifying mean? Because a lot of targeted individuals are so traumatized that they walk around in a constant disassociated state, which means that they're not using their superego and their ego, which are psychological terms, in order to be able to cognitively pick apart and decipher everything that's happening to them, because everything that's happening to them is based on psychological warfare using deception. Yeah, it's like the microwave hearing effect, the remote neural monitoring manipulation, the neural manipulation, the fact that strangers are harassing them, and the fact that strangers are harassing them based on information that's personal, that's specifically personal about the target, in reference to how these people are being put along a target's route to regurgitate and re-mention things that are personal about a target. It's deception. So demystify, as a result, a mystery is formed. What is a mystery? A mystery is something that has to do with suspense, okay? Where you suspect something's going on, but you don't have a clear understanding of how it's happening, okay? As a result, a mystery is formed, okay? So demystification means how you're deconstructing what's happening to you by understanding how it's happening to you. And this is why I do what I do. Let me give you another case in point concerning one of the methods of these expeditions. Recently, I noticed a website that's online that was totally 100% put online by perpetrators of organized stalking. Because cyber surveillance, cyber espionage, and cyber deception is another method of organized stalking, gang stalking expeditions. Okay? And I forgot the full name of this blog. It's got something to do with Poet, P-O-E-T something. I noticed that they went online and made up one of the things that they posted concerning my videos, and then they not only made this web page, but they also then posted one of my videos on it. But they also posted the comments as well, pretending to be separate people that were commenting on the video. because this is how they operate. They want to, just like a street theater that they'll stage towards a target out and about in the community. They'll tag team a target and then use in reference to staging an incident for a target to experience while also staging the witnesses. Okay? Yes. And the book I got, The Invisible Crime, flat out states that that's literally also another individual who wrote a book flat out states that this is also a tactic and method of theirs, and it can also be Googled. Okay? You can go to Google right now and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking and street theaters. And street theaters are nothing but a staged event with witnesses in order to be able to frame the situation to frame the result, which are many: a staged arrest, falsified police report, petitioning a target in the county mental health or area hospital psychiatric floor to have a staged arrest occur. Yes. Now, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, and then this website, this web page that was built around one of my videos, and then see, because what they did was they put the video on the web page, then they commented on it, and then a bunch of other of the same perpetrators, or even the same one, using different like, you know how you can set up a YouTube channel? Well, a person can set up multiple YouTube channels, but it'd be the same person. Okay? And what they basically did was made a bunch of different comments based on different named individuals. Okay, in order to be able to try and discredit me as being what kind of person I am, my living situation. One of them even had the stupid audacity to say that they were trying to expose the fact that, because one of the methods that I experience along my route is them having people get along my routes and constantly say gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, gangs. They haven't been doing it nowhere near as much lately, because I just got them uploading some audio files of it undisputably, wide openly being done at multiple places in the same exact way. Cyber surveillance is a method of theirs. They seen that I did it, and so they backed off in reference to using that specific tactic around me openly. They're still doing it, but it's nowhere near as much as they were, and they're being selective about the environments they're using it in now. But they were, for the last year and a half, getting around me along all my routes and saying gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalk, and gang stalk. Oh my God. And I got at least 600 audio files of it wide openly being said. I uploaded those audio files to the internet. They seen I did it through cyber surveillance, and so they backed off from doing that specific campaign or technique, and are going now back to using physical gestures. Okay, it's sensitization methods of organized stalking expeditions. And so what they did was they got online and made this website, and then they posted their comment about it, and then they posted subsequent comments pretending to be different people making the same negative comments about me. Okay, and I noticed in one of the comments it stated that they tried to say that, yeah, one of the persons, okay, who's either pretending to be multiple people or one of the persons that they're using, made a statement that, yeah, I wanted to try and prove this crime wasn't really happening to this woman, so I got around her along her routes to see if it was being heard by her, and she wasn't responding or reacting to it in any way, shape, or form. And I thought to myself, how would this person know where I'm at in order to stand around me to see if I'm experiencing this crime or not? They would have to know where I was at. I don't tell anybody my schedule. I completely and totally made sure that I did not tell one person who see. The only people that know me by name in San Diego are the San Diego police and specific university campus police officers, because I attempted to report to them on multiple occasions that I was being gang stalked when incidences would occur and when harassment would occur on campus. Hang on. Alright, I gotta go because this battery's running low, but guess what? So how would anybody have the ability to be able to know where I was at any given time during the day? In order for that person to say they got around me and didn't notice any gang stalking happening around me at all. So they were caught in that lie right there. Then I noticed 3 days ago that they did the same thing to another girl that's in New York. Yeah, and they basically wrote the same type of dialogue and commentary about her to a T. So it's nothing but perpetrators getting online, creating these web pages, and then defaming targets' claims about what's happening to them. Yeah, and this is done in order to be able to reverse the perception concerning viewers who might be interested in the crimes that a targeted individual is exposing concerning what's happening to them. What they're trying to do is reverse the perception, viewers' perceptions about the truth that the target is exposing, by getting online and defaming the target by calling them crazy, a social deviant of some kind, or that they can't take care of themselves because they're homeless. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can go to Google right now and type in gang stalking or organized stalking, and when you discover that creating homelessness of a target is one of the main methods of organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions, you'll clearly be able to see that, and how they get online and engage in cyber surveillance, cyber character assassination. You'll see that these are direct methods of organized stalking and gang stalking crews. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams, and by the way, when you look at this manifesto, it clearly states that that they monitor all the communications of a target. Every single communication. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I decided to make this video even though I got a migraine in order to be able to just give you a tidbit of information concerning the factual realities of these organized stalking, gang stalking crews, how they operate, and what they do. I mean, it's bad enough that they do what they do to targets, but then to get online, okay, and try and paint a picture that they're crazy, or that they can't take care of themselves, or that they're a threat to themselves or others. It's just, it can just, if you investigate that they do this, it'll show you the mentality of their methods and tactics. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. If you're a targeted individual watching this video right now, I want you to know I care about you, I love you, stay safe, and never forget who you are as a person. And what is happening to you is wrong. Never believe for 1 second that these idiots are right concerning what they're doing to you, and never, ever trust one of them. Ever. Okay, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California, and thank you for listening.